Greetings and welcome to Love Supplies Botanica. This is Conversations with Ifa Abeyo. I am located at 8902 165th Street, booth 138, where we do consultations, readings, baths, oils, candles, mojo bags, voodoo dolls, waist beads, my own Florida water. I make it myself. I love it, 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 I love it. I wish you could smell it because it smells really good. This sister that came by today, I told her I made my own Florida water. And she smelled it and she was like, oh my God, that smells great. I was like, thank you. I got my godbrother here, but he's sitting in the back. All he's going to do is, you'll hear an echo in the back. That's it. I ain't going to put him on Front Street. So I said today, we'll talk a little bit about house cleanings. Why do we need house cleanings? Why do you get your house clean? Now, most people, when they think of, why are you so beautiful? You are, and Patrick, I got to come and get a vase or something that you can make for me. So anyway, most people be wanting to know, why do they get their house cleaning? Well, first of all, let me explain. I'm not coming in your house picking up dirty diapers, cleaning your beds, and that's not a house cleaning. I'm not a maid service. What it is a spiritual cleaning. It is a blessing. You go through each room, spiritually clean it, see what the energy is there, what may need to be in the room to set it back right. Because houses have all this energy. You have houses been around forever, even the new ones. When you come into a home, it should be cleansed spiritually, blessed. Each room carries its own energy. Each person that's in each room for the bedrooms carry their energy. So it can be off balance, it can be off centered, it could be a lot of negative, it could be a lot of positive. Maybe grandma and granddaddy died in there, or somebody could have died before you moved there. It could be built on something that could have been buried in the backyard. I mean, it could be 50 million things. So you get it and you get your house blessed, or as I say, cleansing. You get your house cleansed. So now you're going through each room, and the person of the house, as well as all those that live there, is getting a reading as well. And they're getting cleansed. So that's a lot of energy. That is a lot of work that will, it takes a lot out of you as the spiritualist, because it's like you're coming in as the sponge and sucking all of this stuff out and cleansing it, because you got to cleanse yourself as well. You got to prepare yourself to go and do this, and then you have to prepare yourself afterwards. So it is a lot spiritually, mentally, physically. It does. So that's why most people get it. Do I say you need it? Hell yeah, if you never got it and your house is in an uproar, or what's the use of you getting cleansed and your house never been cleansed? That's like putting white walls on a garbage truck. That don't make no sense. So, and most people will say, so when you ask for a home cleansing and a house cleansing, I always ask you the main things. Do you have access to the full house? The majority of the people go, yes, I do. How many rooms are there? I'm not only including bedrooms. I want bedrooms, kitchen. Some people's houses have 2 kitchens. Kitchens, bathrooms. Count them all. Just go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because every room has to be cleansed. I'm not going to come in and clean just your room. And it's your house. Oh, no, I just need that room clean. Seriously? What? If that's what you want, okay. But don't get mad if the rest of the house is in an uproar. Or it has been times. House catch on fire and every house burned. Every part of the house burned except for the room that got blessed. So it happens. It happens. So when you ask for it, I always tell people to put down a deposit, and you tell me how many rooms. That means physically in this house. What do you have access to? What you don't have access to? And what day, mostly if everyone's there. Now you have some people, my family don't believe in this, so they can't be there. So the most that I'll do is leave a bath or leave a soap, that's made, so you can switch it out so they can bathe themselves and clean themselves. As women, we hid a lot of things because our family, spiritualists too, because your family, I don't want that. So you had to hide things in soap and all of that. So, hence why that's done. So, if you need a house cleansing, we have that. We have people on board that will do that. spiritually. I'm not coming in to wash your clothes. I'm not the housekeeper. My name ain't Oda Mae Brown, unless you're paying me. Now, you paying me a coin, I would get in there because I used to have a home cleaning service when I was in Atlanta and I was cleaning. So that is a little bit about house cleaning. It's a service that we offer, but I will say house blessing. It's a service that we offer. Now, let's talk about spirits, Egungun, your ancestors. Let me tell you, today I have seen so far 2 ladies named Barbara. My mother's name is Barbara Ifa Abeyo. She passed on. 2 different random people, 2 different conversations, and I'm like, wow. Then this brother, he was gorgeous. I was like, oh my goodness, you're gorgeous. But he was. And when I see people that's gorgeous, I'm going to let them know. So that's one. It's just, you know, especially a brother. He was gorgeous as hell. I know I can't help him spiritually because I already seen him in that light. Like, but he's gorgeous. And he said that he's looking for a spiritual family because he said he was read and they told him that he's going to be a child of Shango. I was like, wow. So he'll be back to come and sit and talk, and I introduce him to my spiritual family. So, you know, get a reading to see how they can work from there with him. But he's a nice young man, you know, him and his wife, his girl. And I was like, oh, she's pretty too. Okay. So, but he's definitely eye candy for the eyes, ladies, when you see him. Who else? Oh, yeah. So, anyway, he was talking about, because he took me off, he was talking about ancestors as well, and he wanted to know, you know, do you have to be initiated to have your spirits? And I'm like, no, your spirits are with you. Now, you don't have Ache, so you're not going to bring down Shango and Yemaya and, you know, you're not going to bring all those people down, but your spirits that walk with you, yeah. You know, so he's only been introduced a little bit, and like somewhere along the line, everybody separate, you know, parted ways. And so now he's looking for a spiritual family. And the lady that came, so let me tell you real quick. I was talking to my mom. Like I said, my mother passed away, Ifa, and she, this lady walks over, and it's Love Supplies Botanica, but I also call it the Lighthouse, because once I open, the lights go out, you know, and everyone follows through to come and see the lighthouse keeper, which I always thought was cool when they said it. So she came and she was sitting there, she was talking, and I was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And she was like, thank you. She's like, so are you? I was like, thank you. So then she started talking, saying these little things, and I was just so in awe. And she started talking about numbers. She started talking about, you know, where she went, the places she traveled. And I was sitting there and I said, wow, you know, I was talking to my mom about some things, and I said, I would love for her to be here for my initiation. She said, oh, she'll be there. And I said, you know, I wanted her there physically. And she was like, she'll be there. Her, your dad, like this chick, I guess my mother was talking through her. And some things you can't make up. And I was like, y'all have to take a picture with you, for real. And then come to find out, she uplifts women. She wrote a book. She goes around teaching, and she does a lot of upliftment for sisters. And I was like, wow, thank you. I said, because you helped me in more ways than one. Even though you just walked over to say hello, the words that came out your mouth, and she was like, so she walked, after we finished talking and took the picture, she walked away. Then she came back and she said, I always have to end my day with a hug. She said, because I don't remember hugging you. And I said, oh my goodness, come. So I hugged her, and she was like, now our conversation is done. And at that moment, I felt like I was hugging my mom. So it was beautiful. So that started off the day, and I would be crying, but you know, I got to be that, you know, that hard sister. So yeah. And then this other sister walks over and she calls her friend, and she was like, Barbara. And I was like, oh man, come on. So the girl walked over and she was like, yeah, my name is Barbara. And I was like, wow, you know, I was like, wow. And we had a brief conversation, and then she walked away, and I was like, wow, you know. So like the brother had said, can you talk to your spirits all the time? They listen. Then when I saw the quote, and I put it on my page from the site, and it talks about how your ancestors listen. They hear you. You just have to relax, but they'll answer you. So all this week, they do. They hear you. They listen. They know. They're preparing you. We sometimes as people get in a rush, or we become so overwhelmed that we forget, and we can't. There's no room for forgetting, because they will put you where you need to be. Just like yesterday when I was in Smitty's lounge, you could say, and here I am complaining about the weather, the rain, and tripping out and not seeing things as they should be. Here's this brother that brings his drum on the rain on the bus, and he's drumming at Ben Babes, and I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness, thinking of my reading and thinking of all of that, and I'm like, wow, I can't forget how far I came. And when I have to learn patience. So I always have to learn it. And it's a brother that always walks by here. And every time, I don't care what I'm wearing. I can wear all white like I have on today. I can wear all green. I can wear all yellow. When he see me, Yahweh, how are you? And I go, no, not yet. He said, oh no, I see you as one. I can't change his mind. I don't care where he see me at. I could be on the bus. I could be anywhere. Yahweh. I'll be like, oh, thank you. Benicio. And he was like, that's how I see you. I don't see you no other way. And it's really cool. But I told him, I said, no, if I wear makeup and earrings, I'm not a Yahweh. He was like, I don't care what you see. I'm telling you what I see. And I was like, I can't argue with that. So everything has its own time. Even though we as people, we tend to rush. But like I said with the young man, when we are learning this spiritual journey, we tend to forget that our spirits talk to us. We just have to be open and listening and being attentive and listen, not to the messenger, but to the message that's being delivered. The young woman that came, I asked my mother, and I'm talking to her, and she gave me the message. Didn't care how the messenger looked, don't got nothing to do with that. But we tend to overlook that, and we miss the message by looking at the messenger or who delivered it or who's saying something. I'm not worried about the person. Because have you ever been on somewhere and a crazy person, or we would say crazy, I really don't like it, but a person that's out there talking to themselves and then they'll turn around and say something to you and keep it moving, and you be like, hey, because it happens. It happens. I love you. Okay, go have fun. And it's always people around when I'm filming, so that's why when I look or if I turn, they're there. So anyway, and like I was telling him, you have to be attentive. You talk to him, you say a prayer. The best thing is to have a misa, or to bring down and see who's your spiritual frame, or a reading. To find out your old dude. So he was like, I'm going to be back, because he was with his family, and he was like, I didn't even want to walk through here. He said, but something drew me in here. And then we started talking about Palo and, spirits. And he said he was first introduced into Lukumi. He wants to go further, but he just doesn't have a family. And I was like, I have a big family. Somebody adopts you. So, so that was one. But like I said, dealing with your egos, dealing with your spiritual family, your spiritual frame of your spirits that walk with you, it is amazing. It is good to know. I don't call on St. Jude because I don't know him. I call on my mama, Bobby Ann. I call on my brother. I call on my dad. I call on my uncle. I call on them, because them I know. I don't know those other people. It's not like I'm not open to know them, but when something go wrong, I got to call my egos first. So, and people just need to know that, because it's not really taught, because most people see it as African voodoo stuff, and you don't call on them. Let the dead bury the dead. Seriously? So we just gonna forget about them? They name and everything just get erased from the memory? Nobody don't pass their stories down? For real? That's horrible. But I have a lot of people, like one sister was like, oh, my father was very abusive when he was alive. Well, when they go over, cross over, I believe that they try their best to make it better for you now. She was like, well, I'm never praying to him. I'm never talking to him. Okay. So her life was really going bad because she held on to all the anger and the resentment. This man dead. He done already paid his way. He in the afterlife. But I was telling her to just light a candle for him because he's trying to help you. Everyone, all different people. Finally, she did that. And her life is so much better. But before, and she has a lot of sisters. All the rest of them did it, and they doing great. She just wouldn't, at the end of the day. But now she is. So, Ifa to her dad, and, thank you for her finding and listening. But what about those people that don't want to listen? You have a lot of older people that go, I'm not dealing with that. Let the dead bury the dead. We don't talk about the dead, and you don't dare come and take you. They only come to take you if they see you suffering, and they don't want you to suffer. So the only way in their mind is to ease it is, come on with us. No, I'm good. Let me finish over here. I got some stuff to do. My name ain't in the book. I don't need to join you. So, but you have a lot of people that don't follow that. Don't follow, ancestors and giving reverence. I love New Orleans because that's all they know. We're going to give honor to the dead. The dead get served first. The dead get respected. You're going to give to them because they gave so much for you to be here, for you to have the things you have, for you to be able to do the things you can do. We stand on their shoulders. But you have a lot of people that come through that don't know. A lot of them don't know. And a lot of them know, and they just don't want to do it. So the ones that don't know, I love them. Even though I love the other ones that don't want to do it, but I love the ones that don't know more because now you can introduce them to something. I remember the interview with the young lady when she said she was Christ-free for about a year, and she's learning her ancestors. And she is on a great path right now of finding out who her ancestors are and learning to love herself. So that's a great thing. That's why I say it's called Love Supplies, but we also know it as the lighthouse. Because once that gate is lifted, that light come on, and it just goes out into the world. People will come by, and they'll ask questions. They get just the sparkle in their eye. Just is so beautiful to me. And they always say, what is it that you do? Well, I practice good character. And, oh my goodness. And what? And, so they'll just get an introduction. And that hunger gets them to come back. Oh my goodness, I'll be back next week, or I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be back. I'll be like, okay, come on through. We here, hey. And then they always ask about the pumpkin. I change it. I do change it every week. They ask about the pumpkin. They put, everything up there, and they come by and they put their money up there and their wishes and everything. So the pumpkin is really known right now. You find people that they even tell their friends of the story of the pumpkin, and they walk by and be like, hey, put $1 up there. Hey, put something up there. You kiss, you make they was like, it's not a cross. You open it up all 4 rows, and there. And oh my goodness, it makes me feel excited when people walk by and they repeat the story to someone else and they get excited and you see that sparkle. So anyway, I'm talking about the lighthouse as well as your ancestors, your spirits that walk with you, to get to know them, to give them a small white candle, a glass of water works wonders. Works wonders. I don't need you to light 90 million candles and burn your house down. A small little white candle, a glass of water, and I need direction. I need to know where I need to go at. Guide my feet. Help me so I can get where I need to be. And just start talking. Just talk. So simple. I believe in simplicity. Kiss, keep it simple, sweetie. Simple. So that's one of the beautiful issues. The beautiful lectures that we have. So everything else is, and like I said, the young lady, she came. She was a voice of my mom. So it was really beautiful. So Egoons are all around, and it was very beautiful to get your stuff answered, to know that your conversation didn't fall on deaf ears, because sometimes we don't question it, we just get into that feeling of sometimes being down or sometimes not not, feel like you're being heard, and wow, there it is. Because I don't question it. I know they're real. Nobody on this planet can tell me different. My next one is a public service announcement. Readers do what readers do. Spiritualists do what spiritualists do. We see it, we say it, and we try to find ways or avenues to help. Even if we don't say it's going to happen tomorrow, it can happen next week, next year, next 5 years. If it's something that's of a negative aspect, we try to find ways to move it out of your way, or to kind of suppress it, or, it's different avenues that every spiritual person takes. Some people don't want to hear what is being said. They want you to tell them what they want to hear. Bless those people. Because I'm, for one, I tell people, listen, I don't know how to filter anything. So I'm going to tell you what I see, no more, no less. I'm not going to make nothing up because I'm not that great. My conversation piece with you is, I don't know you from a hole in the wall. So all I'm going to do is tell you. I'm not fishing. I'm not asking questions. I'm just going to tell you what it is, and then I'm going to move on. And we'll go to the next thing. That's it. But some people want you to tell them, no, I want you to do this, this, and this. No. Now, the one thing, and I'm making it publicly so you'll know, I'm not God. I don't give life and I don't take life. I ain't killing no one's kids. I'm not hurting no one's kids. I'm not going after no one's kids. I'm not separating a father from his kids. Don't ask me that. Don't do it, because it's not going to happen. Now, you can go to someone else. I know people that tell you, I'm going to do whatever I got to do and deal with God when it's time. I'm not mad at you. Do that. That's not mine. I'm not. I'm not going against that. But I know people that will. And that's in this building that will sit there and be like, give me the kids' names and pictures, and we'll put them in the ground. That's great. And they're in this building. That's great. If you want to know, don't come to me for that, because I'm not doing that. That's not the way life works. Because the children never did nothing to you. You have enough deadbeat dads out here that don't even want to take care of their children. And here it is, you find a man, a brother, a guy that really want to break his neck to take care of his children. Why would you want to stop that? So, that's not my MO. So, that's my public service announcement for today. Do not ask me so you won't get your feelings hurt, because I will hurt them. I will. There's no salt on my tongue. I will, because some things you just, you won't allow. And that right there, I'm not allowing. And I had one person that was like, but you scratch, you should be able. Why would I want to take a kid? In Palo, they don't do that. Why are we killing children? Because of a dude that you want? For real? Seriously? Seriously? But you have people that feel like that. I can't get mad at them. That's the way they feel. I don't have to entertain it. I don't care if 90 other people say, well, I'm going to do it. Go for it, baby. That's you. Peace, blessings, and all that be unto you. That's not my thing, so I'm not going to do it. So at the end, that's my public service announcement for today. Don't ask me. You won't get your feelings hurt. It won't get done. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. And we can rock on. That's it. But you do. So I am letting y'all know that. Today it was, like I said, a magical day. Egoons are all around. They're letting me know just how they're listening. I'm very grateful. I just want to jump for joy. I really do, because when you receive messages and things like that, man, you be sitting there like, damn, man. You know from your heart, Ifa don't lie. Ifa can't lie. And when a ruler say something, and when the Orisha say something, and Egun say something, and you see it manifesting, and you see it coming true, either you're going to cry, or you're going to be sitting there saying, damn, wow. And it never amazed you. I don't care if you're crowned 90 years. You can't tell me that when you say something, or if you know something is ready to come and it come, you still gonna be like, oh my goodness, wow, thank you, lace front God, wow. You know, you always gotta thank the lace front God, but you do. You get so into it. You just, you know. Even when I go to drummings and the drums and the people and just them looking so beautiful in the white, it's just so beautiful. I don't care how long I've been there or how many drummings I came to. To me, it's like going to the first one all over again. And I know years from now, once it's all over, I still believe I'm going to have that same feeling like, oh, you know. But when Egun, or when you know that your spirit and all of that are coming and they're listening and they answer you, yo, he's not here. When a real brief story, I was gonna go to this party, and I didn't want to go. Oh, wait! Can't be spilling my Florida water. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to this party. Hi, baby. I didn't want to go to this party because the people that were going, we would have fought. We would have had like a fist fight. So, and the person's house that the party was at, I had a great respect for them. So I didn't want to go. So I was standing on the avenue, and I was like standing there with this guy, and I was like, man, he said, you look like you got a lot on your mind. And I said, I do. I don't really want to go to this party. The person that's throwing it, I want to go out. You know, I brought him a bottle and stuff, but I really don't want to go because the people that's going to be there, it's going to be ugly, you know, and I'm by myself, so it is going to be ugly, you know, because I'm going to protect me. So I said, I really don't want to go. So we're standing there, and this man walks by. So when he was getting to us, he was walking straight. I tell you, he was walking straight. He didn't have a stick. He didn't have a cane. He didn't have none of that. All of a sudden, he got to us. He bent over, he had a cane, and he said, this is mine. Because I'm a paraphrase, but if he was here, he would tell you word for word. Because he always say, yo, I remember that until I die. This is, in other words, he was saying, this is my area. You don't have to worry about it. I opened up every road for you. Go where you need to go. And this man won. And when he blessed us, he stood back up and kept on moving. The brother that was there, and when the next time he come in front, I'm going to let him tell you the story. I'm just going to video him and post it. All those that want to hear it, you will hear it. He said, I don't know who you are, because he didn't know me then. He said, I don't know who you are, but whoever you are, you must be a woman of great respect. He said, because I never seen, he was from Haiti. He said, I never seen Papa Legba come up in the flesh. So I started laughing. He said, well, you got your answer. Go to the party. I went to, it was Big Angel's house. I went there, and the people that were supposed to show up, they didn't show up. We had a great time. Everybody ate. We popped junk. We cracked jokes. Man, it was so good. It was great. For real. He even said, yo, this is the best birthday I ever had. Like, we all enjoyed each other's company. We had fun. The people that were supposed to show up came the next day. Like, hey, we here for the party. They was like, yo, the party was yesterday. So, Mefir Fun Alegwa all day, every day for that day and that story and for showing up. And he was like, I don't know who you are, but that right there. And then we're asking everybody, y'all seen that? Y'all seen that? Everybody looked at us like we was crazy. They was like, what are you talking about? We didn't see nobody. This man walked straight past us. So I love that. So no one can tell me Egun is not real, that Orisha won't help you, that your spirits won't be there. Listen, everyone works together. Everyone. No realm is left unattended. That's how I believe. Everyone works together. Everyone is there to help you. So, for me to sit back and say, when someone comes to me and go, oh, can you kill this one or can you... For real? Ma, seriously, I already know they there. It's so easy to do bad. It's so quick to do bad. It's so easy to get over on people. Yo, give me 10,000, I'll get them. For real? No. Because see, first of all, let's be honest. People are people, right? They always want something, and when they get it, they don't want it. Homeboy was to die, or the kid, oh my God, oh. I think they killed him, the spiritual lady. For real? Now I got a case on me, or a conspiracy case on me, and those are the hardest cases to be. For real? Seriously? Because you'll roll over at the drop of a dime. Not saying that I would do it, but come on, let's be real. People are people. They always say they want. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this. Well, my mom, like I said, I was going to start her sayings. My mom would say, want in one hand, shit now. Because when you put them together, that's what you're going to have, nothing but shit. You want shit. That's what you really want. You want shit. Because you ain't getting it. You not going to get it. As my mom would say, want in one hand, shit in the other. Because you ain't going to get it. And when you do get it, you're not going to want it. You're not going to want to take care of it, all of that. So at the end, you want this man, and you don't want his kids to be involved. And when you get him, you find somebody else that you should be with. Can you get rid of him? Come on, for real, Mom? Seriously? So that's why. Even dudes do the same thing. So yeah. So trust and believe. Egoons are real. They are real. Their spirits walk with you. They are there. They're listening. They help you along the way. You just have to learn to listen to the message. Pay attention to the messenger. The message itself is what's helping you and what's moving you forward. Remember that. So, as always, come by. We are definitely Florida water. Everybody that comes by with this Florida water, I got to get bigger bottles. Because when they come and they smell it and they grab it and they be like, yo, you really out making your own Florida water? Yes! So I'm really happy. I'm really praised about that. One brother was like, yo, that's, and you got your label on it? Yeah. I was like, I made it. He was like, yo, that's hot. He was like, yo, let me sell them on. I give a little samples out and they come back. So yeah, I am. I'm very grateful of my Florida water. I really am. And the people so far have been saying it's been really good. So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm still working on some other things as well. So, you know, each new item I always broadcast it. But the Florida water so far, because I'm really happy about it. It's really good. It really is. And everybody has a positive outlook on it. I just need to make bigger bottles, you know. But so far, everything is going as it seems. People, I'm going to give the announcement again every day. Get your coin up. The year is ending. So you can set your appointment up. So you can get your reading, your Ifa reading for the Babala main course. So all you have to do, hit my inbox, come through, and we'll set a date up for you. Okay? You know the rule. We know the way it goes. You get your money, we call, set a date, and you go. It's not you call, you come, and we go right then and there. It's not a card reading. And it does not happen after 6. It happens before 6. So all of those that's on the thread that have hit me up already in my inbox, I'm letting you know again, I am here, and we'll call to set up a date, or I text, realistically, because I really don't like to be on the phone. So I text, and he'll text me to let me know what day he's available and the time, and then we'll go. We'll rock and roll. It will be before 6, and tell you what you need to bring, and we'll move on from there. Okay? So the ones that are serious, and that's ready to move forward for the new year, for your life, to get things going. Okay? I love you all. So, and let's end this year on a beautiful, beautiful note so we can get ready to step into the new year with confidence, blessings, ire. Sometimes you need a little solo, some challenges to get you going in the day and to keep you focused, grounded, stability, health, definitely. A cool head, a cool ori. You know, and somebody had asked me too, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. Someone asked me, why is Ori so important? I could have went on forever with that conversation, but we had to cut it off. So why is Ori so important, and why do you need Ori? And why should you have Ori in your house? And, you know, who gives you Ori? And, you know, so that conversation tomorrow is going to be very lengthy, because I can talk about Ori forever. So, and, you know, most people want to know. And the guy had asked, why is Ori so important? He said, I always hear people talking about Ori and, and I'm like, Ori is your head. And he was like, yeah, but why is it important? Well, why is your head important? Why do you have it on your body? Oh my goodness. And I was like, for real? So that's the conversation for tomorrow. Tune in at 5 o'clock and we'll talk about Ori as well as a few other things. But Ori will be the last conversation because that is the lengthy one. Because a lot of people don't know what Ori is, who Ori is. Why do you have Ori? You have some people that say, I don't want Ori because I don't need it. It didn't come in my reading. And I'm like, well, what's your signal? Now, if you got anything that's dealing with Obey, your head, 8, and there's a few other ones that come out, but especially Obeyona, especially Obey Meji. If you have those, yeah, you need Ori. But there's some other ones as well, but at the end of the day, wouldn't you want to know that your head is with you, your Ori? So, but you have some people that they hear it, they hear the word. It's like speaking, wah, 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 as Main Course would say in the Peanuts gang. And you have some people that's like, yo, I thought I needed one, but, I don't know where to get it. I don't know what it's for. I just don't want to add furniture in my house. In other words, because your body is your house. And I don't need it. Well, I believe everyone should have an Ori. I believe everyone should have an Ori, your head, to keep you focused, level-headed, grounded, all of that. So, but we'll talk more about it tomorrow. We will definitely talk about it tomorrow because it is a conversation that a lot of people have asked about. Ori, do you need it? It's not a spiritual pot. It's not Nganga. It has nothing to do with Palo. It is you. It is made specifically for you. It is your Ori. Your Ori is made just for you. Your head is made just for your body. So I will say that. But definitely, tune in tomorrow and we'll talk about Ori. Ori. O-R-I. Those that want to Google it, look it up, research it. O-R-I. You have 2 sets, so it is 2 different ones. But just look for O-R-I. And we'll get into details about it more because it is. And all of those that have their input on it, feel free. Hit the thread. Let me know. Share your input. If you have Ori, talk about that. If you was told to get Ori, do you have someone that you can go to, that you can trust and you believe in? If not, hit it up. My godfather, he makes beautiful ones. Beautiful. Mine is beautiful. I'm not going to put mine out there, but mine is beautiful. So, and, if you need the ceremony, because we just don't hand you Ori like here. Nah, it's a ceremony. Everything is a ceremony. And I don't because my godfather does. So at the end of the day, it is a good conversation. If anybody has anything to put into it, hit my inbox or hit the thread. If you want to know more about Ori for tomorrow, or you have a question that you want to ask, feel free. I can keep it anonymous if you don't want no one to know your business, because I have some people that are initiated and there's certain things they don't know. So I don't put them out there. I just say the question as it's coming from me, or I say folks want. So it is anonymous. I'm not going to blow you up or tell your business or nothing like that. Nah, I don't do that. So, but if you have information on Ori, or if you want to put your input on why people should have Ori or why people shouldn't have it, feel free. It is a conversation. We can all agree to disagree. It doesn't have to mean we're all agreeing. If you agree with me all the time, something wrong. So, and I get scared. So, but yeah, feel free to put whatever question, whatever input you could put on there. I have a friend, and I haven't seen her in a while, but I have a friend. She was like, yo, I don't want it. So, okay, so just put your input on it. It should be amazing, spectacular, as well as interesting for all of those that want to know what Ori is. If you want to post it or what you found on Google, feel free. If you just know personally, your personal experience with Ori, or if you just want to know how to get one, where to acquire it, and if you know your Odu, you don't have to post it on the thread. You can send it and I can send it to my godfather. Just, he's not gonna read you. We ain't doing that. Just if you have your old dude to say, oh, this person needs a read, yeah or no. That's it. That's all, yes or no, and we'll rock on from there. If it's no, then okay. But it's nice to have the information. You know, when you're informed and when you know better, you do better, and you can make really conscious decisions about what you should have and what you shouldn't have. So definitely feel free to chime in tomorrow and we'll talk about Ori. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ashe, Ashe, and Benicion and Nasalam Alaikum and all of that good stuff. And stay woke. We've been asleep too long. And tomorrow is the food pantry, 8:30 to 12 at ACQC, across from National Grid. Make sure you go. Tomorrow's Thursday right here. And holidays are coming up, and you know, get your package so you can deal with all that family drama, stress, and just have a smooth transition, especially if you're traveling as well. Smooth transition, you know. So as always, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. This is Bobby Ann's baby girl. Thank you for just listening in and